Hi everybody! Welcome back to the Wrestle Arc Podcast channel for another video. I'm Liam Warren. We're doing a video idea of mine today, but before I tell you what it is, I'm going to introduce you to everybody here. As I said, I'm already Liam Warren. Yeet! Anyway, who's everybody else?
I'm Rahul. Yeet.
I am Peyton.
Christian
Yeet.
Vega. Yeet.
Too many people at one time.
Too many.
Anyway, what we're doing today is we're doing our personal 5 opinions. So there's 4 of us. That means we're going to have 20 wrestlers from NXT who have been called up to the main roster who have had their potential wasted. So
Yes.
we're going to start with... I'm going to start with myself actually, since this is my video, because get fucked. Anyway, my pick at number 5 is Sanity.
Oh.
Reason for that being is none of them are all in WWE anymore, obviously. Eric Young's back in Impact. I think Killian Dane is Big Dane.
One person is still in WWE.
Yeah, Nikki Cross is. But she's doing some weird trance gimmick at the moment. But at the time they were called up, they were just hardly ever used. They got some things to build them up, but at the end of the day, I just feel like they were severely underutilized in compared to the black and gold era of NXT, where they showed real promise as not only a group with a unique and distinct character and presentation, they were just greatly wasted, in my opinion, in what they could have been, because they could have been a force in the tag division and other divisions, but they weren't, and that's sad.
Interesting.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
I think one thing with Sanity is I think their most memorable moment in the main roster was when they confronted Becky and brought out Nikki Cross to fight her.
Yeah, that was, it started well, and then
Just
one by
went
one.
downhill.
That was
One
their
by one.
debut, right?
I don't know. I don't remember enough about Sanity to remember.
I know. I remember like Nikki Cross confronting Becky. I don't know if that was her their debut in the main roster. That's why
I don't think it was, because I know that was back in Manchester when they were in England.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know if that was their official main roster debut. I can't remember. But yeah, I think that's a good number 5 pick. They were really wasted. They were really good in NXT. And then got drafted and just did nothing of the sorts. Right, Liam, who's your number 4?
Whoa.
Number 4, I've got Ember Moon. What do you mean, wait?
Are we all gonna do our own 5s first and then go number 4?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I could just carry on, give you a few explanations, and then...
And we can just discuss it for a little bit, and then,
we'll move on as quickly as possible. That's all I will say.
That's fine.
So, number 4, I've got somebody who could have been good in the women's division. I've got Ember Moon. Talk about buried. Talk about buried, right? I mean, former NXT Women's Champion, was one of Triple H's go-to girls in the black and gold era, and then subsequently just not used to her maximum. Don't get me wrong, great in the ring, but for some reason, something obviously didn't click for Vince character-wise, so he just constantly booked her in a lesser than prominent position.
Yeah, no, I think that's a good number 4. Her debut when she teamed up with Nia Jax to face Alexa Bliss and Mickie James the night after WrestleMania, I thought she was going to be in for something big. It looked like that they had stuff planned for her when she made her debut, because she teamed immediately with the Raw Women's Champion at that point was Nia Jax. So yeah, I'm surprised that.
Look, gently descending, you don't look down.
What the hell is that? What the hell is that, bro? I think it's because he's at home right now, so he's with family. Anyway, I'll move swiftly onwards, I suppose, to number 3. I have Aleister Black. I'm at number 3, by the way, Rahul.
Oh, sorry, yes, my Netflix just decided to be like, what are you doing?
Okay. Well, at number 3, I've got... Yeah, I've got Aleister Black at number 3. Felt fairly self-explanatory, I think, when a character is that could have been potentially sort of like Bray Wyatt, almost the heir to the Undertaker, is the darkest and scariest character on the main roster. Former NXT champion, was pretty much one of the pillars of the Black and Gold era, and that whole thing where he was just constantly having vignettes where they're saying, "Come knock on my door." It's like, that's not what Aleister Black's about, in my opinion. He doesn't wait for people to fight him. He takes the fight to them.
Yeah.
So for me, that didn't really make a great deal of sense. And from that sense, I thought he was just extremely buried at that point. Anybody else want to discuss?
He made his debut with Ricochet and had a really good WrestleMania 35 moment back in 2019. That fatal 4-way tag team match for the Raw Tag Team Championships was off the charts. I mean, it was really good. So I don't know how they wasted him as a singles competitor, considering he has a really, really good NXT Championship run and has a banger against Andrade.
Yeah, it's not even that. He just had bangers with Gargano, Ciampa. Even they were all called up together at the same time, I believe. And I mean, that's why I've not really included people like Gargano and Ciampa in my list, because they still have potential to go right now that DIY is back together and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, Aleister Black is number 3 for me. At number 2, I've gone for I Am Keith Lee. And do you know why I've gone for Keith Lee at number 2?
Why?
Because let's face it, right? His appearance, Bearcat Keith Lee. Yeah. How do you give him something that stupid from the start? In my opinion, it's like, for me, again, one of the pillars of one of the later years of the Black and Gold era of NXT. But then he has one of the best moments ever in a Royal Rumble match, having that face-off with Brock Lesnar, and you're thinking, this guy could be a real star. Look at the reaction he's getting just for going face-to-face with someone like Brock Lesnar. And I was like, that could have been a match for the future. And no, they just ruined him. And now he's obviously in AEW, not really doing much there either, which is, again, very sad, because Keith Lee has all the talent in the world.
I feel like that's WWE's fault.
It is WWE's fault, yes, but it's still a wasted call-up, isn't it? Because
Peyton beat Adam Cole for the NXT Championship when he was still the North American Championship. He had so much potential. Why did they waste it?
He did.
Oh, Vince, man.
Wasted.
Yeah. Anyway, now my number 1 pick. This might be fairly obvious for some. It might not. It might be somebody else's number 1 for all I know. I have Bobby Roode.
Ooh.
Need I say more? Bobby Roode,
You have a
former
point.
NXT champion as well. The presentation, the theme song. Like, this is why I came up with this idea, because I was just listening to Glorious Domination the other day, the entrance song.
Yeah.
And I was like, how do you go wrong with a song like that? And not only that, he looked $1 million in the coats he came out in, and his main roster debut on that SmackDown, which I believe was after a WrestleMania, I could be wrong, was amazing. But then everything after that, like, he had a good little thing going with Dolph Ziggler, I suppose, but that's when they were kind of both just used as fodder for more upper card tag teams.
Didn't he win the US Championship?
He did.
Yeah,
he beat Randy Orton
he
at
did.
Barclays. But then lost at WrestleMania to Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, didn't really help him, and then.
No, I think he won on SmackDown and lost it to Randy Orton at Fastlane.
He won at Fastlane, I think. I can't remember.
No, Randy Orton beat him at Fastlane.
Oh yeah, he won that tournament. And then Randy Orton beat him. And then they both lost to Jinder Mahal.
Yeah, he lost the title at Mania.
Like, for me, when a character and presentation like that has main event potential and you just go and waste him, potentially, like, especially considering the experience Bobby Roode has in wrestling in general, it just sucked. It really did. And I mean, like,
Mm,
now
yeah.
Bobby Roode's killing it as a producer, so I'm kind of happy for him because, his career looks like it might be over because of that neck injury. It might not be,
Yeah.
who knows. But for me, that's number one for a lot of reasons because Bobby Roode is $1 million whenever he was competing in NXT.
All right. I'll go next. Because
Okay.
my list is kind of my number 5, the Ascension.
Oh my god.
Wow.
You gotta
All
be
about
kidding me.
Yeah, that just
no-
shows, doesn't it?
Yeah, I
We're not getting
remember.
into it.
I remember the Ascension. I think at NXT because I think they were the longest reigning champions there.
Yeah,
They were one of the
NXT.
most dominant
Yes.
tag teams in NXT in the black and gold era, but you know what
Eh,
happened after that?
Yeah.
And
And then they
what
got the
happened?
Lucha Dragons.
Nothing. Like they kept like I remember that night where I think all the legends, like all the legendary tag teams came out and beat the fucking shit out of them.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one way of getting people
Nothing.
buried, not over.
However, on their debut, I remember JBL said that they're just a knockoff Road Warriors. I remember JBL saying that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't really
Yeah.
bode well, especially if you've got a legend of
Yeah.
the business who's on commentary at the
Yeah.
time, just
Nah.
straight up
That.
burying the
That.
gimmick.
Nah.
Yeah, just on their
Okay.
debut when they beat Miz and Damian Mizdow. Oh my god!
Oh yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. All right. My number 4, Ty Dillinger.
Yep,
Oh,
fair.
Yeah,
the perfect
fair enough.
10. The
Yeah.
perfect turn.
Perfect.
It was a very
10,
good
my
mid-card
ass.
gimmick for sure.
Mid-card gimmick, and he didn't do anything. Honestly.
No.
Like,
No,
no.
heavily underutilized on the main roster, and
Very,
whenever he was
very,
just
very
robbing to
underutilized.
people.
Yeah. Just no. Number 3, the Vaudevillains.
Wow,
Ooh.
okay. Fair enough.
In-
I mean, this
In
isn't...
their defense, Simon Gotch was a twat.
Yeah, he's
He
not a good
was.
person off camera, is he?
No, he's not. I mean,
Aiden
Aiden
English got a
Aiden
bit of a
English-
recovery sort of thing.
he did, but the whole tag team as a whole, just no.
Yeah, they didn't really go anywhere. I think they were together for like a few weeks, and then
They weren't even.
got released.
They were NXT champions, tag team champions, but not even for long.
Yeah, they weren't that long, and then they got called up, and then I think Simon Gotch only got released within a matter of
No,
weeks.
Simon
maybe
Gotch
even more.
injured Enzo Amore, didn't show any remorse, and then basically like a few months later got released.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think people didn't like Enzo anyway, but at the same time, it doesn't excuse it. Not
Speaking-
being sorry about it.
Well, speaking of Enzo Amore, number 2 is Big Cass.
Okay, well, that's understandable.
It's
Kind of.
understandable, but I
The
don't.
thing is, hold on. Hold on. As a tag team with Enzo, right? They were good, right? But then
Yeah.
once,
They were
but-
really entertaining.
but then once Big Cass turned heel on Enzo, what was the goal there? Huh? What was the goal there?
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, the
They
goal
barely
there
did anything with
seemingly
that heel
was
turn.
to. Yeah, I was gonna say, it was supposed to get Big
They
Cass
turned him
over as
heel, and he tore his ACL,
Yeah, he
Mhm.
did. That
Yeah.
happened.
and then went on
unfortunately.
to feud with Daniel Bryan. And then once
Yeah,
Daniel Bryan beat him, he got released the day after.
Yep.
yeah, it's quite
yeah.
sad because apparently that heel turn was supposed to push him towards being a main event level heel, but it didn't really work,
Nah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
And now he's a tag team champion with fucking Ricky Starks.
Who is
Yeah.
probably on his way to WWE. Let's be
Probably.
honest here.
Probably.
That is absolutely.
My
Right.
my
Who's your number
My-
one, Peyton?
Keith Lee. It's Keith Lee.
Okay.
It's literally that obvious. Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. We've spoken
Yeah.
about Keith Lee.
All right.
Yeah.
Right, I'll go next.
All right.
Right. My number 5 is the authors of Pain.
Oh.
I thought about putting them in,
Oh, I
They
forgot
were
about them.
wasted. They dropped Paul Ellering from the get-go once they debuted, and they replaced him with a 205 Live general manager, Drake Maverick. Why?
Yeah, it was just weird because Paul Ellering was a part of their whole aura. It just didn't make
Yeah.
sense.
Don't get me wrong. Yes, they did win the Raw Tag Team Championships. Didn't defend it once, I don't think.
No, they weren't
They
really
beat
ever
they
built
beat
up
Seth
as-
Rollins. I think they beat Seth Rollins in a 2-on-1 handicap match to win it.
Yeah, because I think it was like Ambrose was out injured or something.
Yeah.
No,
No,
wait.
Ambrose turned heel. That was the night that Roman Reigns revealed he had leukemia.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, of course.
Ambrose turned heel when they won the championships. The week after, Seth defends it in a 2-on-1 handicap match against the Authors of Pain. What was the point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get
They
it.
turned him heel the same night Roman announced his leukemia.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just
and then they, literally like a few months after, they joined a faction with Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy.
Yep.
I don't get what they were doing with the Authors of Pain. That's why they're on my list.
Yeah, I remember that.
yeah.
Good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
Right. My number 4, yes, he is currently in NXT, but he was known as T-Bar on the main roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dominic Dijakovic.
Yeah.
They should have just
Dijakovic
went
was
with that
so
from the start,
bad.
not the whole retribution thing. They
Yeah.
should have just had him as
They've ruined Mia Yim.
Dijakovic.
Mia Yim isn't on my list, but they've ruined Mia Yim, Mercedes Martinez, Shane Thorne, and Dominic Dijakovic, and Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
I don't understand what they were trying to do with Retribution. Dominic Dijakovic, yes, he hasn't won a single championship in WWE. He has so much potential. He could have, if he was still the dominant force he would be, I guarantee he would be the one to dethrone Gunther.
Yeah. It's a excellent point, and I agree with all of that. Because the whole run he had in Black and Gold NXT, particularly like the feud with Keith Lee, really stands out for me.
Honestly,
That's
that was so good. Because it went back to other companies as well.
Yeah. They've worked
Their
together before.
matches were so good with each other. And brought up as part of Retribution and did absolutely nothing with them. Just killed him. He's still trying to rebuild his character in NXT, and it's not working. His character's ruined now.
Honestly,
His
I can
confidence is shot.
yeah, I can honestly see him being like released at some point.
Yeah,
Because I can see him requesting it, if anything, because I feel like his opportunities are,
done
very
now.
few and far between. Yeah.
Right, number 3, I agree with Liam. I have Ember Moon.
Yeah.
We've spoken about Ember Moon. Really, really wasted. Made her debut with teaming up with Nia Jax. I thought they had so much time with Ember Moon after that debut. Had a really good showing at Evolution in that Battle Royal, and they've done nothing with her. They did nothing with her.
Yeah.
Was she
think so.
released as part of the COVID releases?
It sounds about right, but it might have been like the year before, but it also would make sense if it was a part of the budget cuts.
Yeah. Because poor Ember, she deserves
Yeah.
so much better. At least she's making her name for herself in Ring of Honor
Yeah, she's doing well over there.
/
So that's
AEW.
good.
This is very much something.
Especially as a champion.
Yeah,
over
she's
there.
doing well as
Yeah, she is.
She's doing well as Athena. Yeah.
Yeah. Right, number 2, I have the Ascension.
Yep.
Hmm.
Yep.
Reason being, they got buried as soon as they debuted. They made their debut with JBL saying that they're a knockoff Road Warriors. Getting beaten up in the Legends night. Only making their names in pre-show matches when they defeated the Road Dogg Jesse James and the Badass Billy Gunn
Yeah.
at that Royal Rumble pay-per-view.
That was in 2014, I guess.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
2015.
Yeah, I forgot like the New Age Outlaws had like a year-long run of being on the roster again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Ascension had so much potential. It's just what JBL says is just ruined their whole persona. And then when they teamed up with Cody as part of the Cosmic Wasteland when he was Stardust, and they took on Neville and Stephen Amell, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just wasn't.
that thing was so weird, honestly.
Yeah.
The whole time.
And then they had this whole thing with Breezango when they were the police people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the
It was just
fashion.
Yeah.
what is the point?
Yeah, they
They
were
just
very.
wasted. Yeah, I don't know what
They
Vince
put a
was
lot.
thinking.
They were putting a lot of lower card fodder matches and feeds, especially. So yeah, they were definitely wasted.
Yeah. And now my number one, he has not been said at all.
Who?
My number one is Bo Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Oh,
fair enough. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Also, probably currently known as Uncle Howdy.
Yeah, they're actually decided to bring it back to TV.
Yeah.
But
Bo Dallas, I was at the SmackDown taping when he made his debut against Sin Cara in 2014. I didn't enjoy what they were doing with him. It was right from the get-go, just being that arrogant, cocky little prick, just running around the lap, just running around the ring after he won, getting placed in the social outcast. Come on, you had so much to do with him. He was just in tag teams this whole run, basically.
yeah, again, like I feel like the Bo Leave gimmick had definitely a lot of upper mid card potential. He could have definitely been like a Intercontinental United States champion sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, the debut where he was just portrayed as an arrogant little prick running around the ring after he won, and then
All
as
you
you've
got
already
to
said, just
do
put in
is
tag team up,
believe.
and then just got put in tag team after tag team.
That was so cringe.
It's just yeah. In hindsight, it kind of was, yeah. But
Yeah.
at the time, Bo
Cringe.
Dallas.
His gimmick didn't work. Then he got placed in tag teams after tag teams after tag teams. Yes, he did win the Raw Tag Team Championship with Curtis Axel, but that doesn't help
The B
the fact
team.
he hasn't won a singles
B team.
championship.
B team. Well, except for the NXT Championship, which I don't know.
Yeah, but we're talking about the main roster here, Peyton.
Did he win the 24/7 championship? Let me find out. I'm pretty sure he did.
I think he did. I'm not. Hold on.
Reigns. Let's find out. Bo Dallas. Yes, he's a two-time 24/7 champion.
Mm.
I'm
I
being
will admit,
serious.
though, his run with like the Miz and Curtis Axel as part of the Miztourage was kind of fun.
Sorry, he's not a two-time. He's a one-time.
Oh damn.
Yeah, he's a one-time Raw Tag Team Champion as well.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I really just don't know what they were doing with any of these people I've mentioned, especially Bo Dallas. He had so much potential. He was at that point the longest reigning NXT champion.
Yep. I mean, Peyton has a point with some of his. I definitely have a point with probably all of mine. But now we'll move to Christian Vega finally for his 5.
All right. So my top 5 is, well, all of them have already been mentioned. So, but I'm gonna say it anyway. So for my number 5, this team was already mentioned. Is the Ascension.
Yeah.
I mean, we pretty much know what happened to them when they were called up. So
Yeah.
Buried from the get-go.
Buried.
Mm-hmm. Most dominant team in NXT, and they were underutilized in the main roster. Such a shame.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so number 4, another team that's already been mentioned, which is the Authors of Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. A lot of tag teams have been wasted, and those
There's a lot
are
of
definitely
NXT have been wasted.
Trash.
Most teams that were from NXT were pretty much wasted in the main roster. So
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not wrong about that.
Number 3. Yeah, number 3, another team that's been mentioned, the Vaudevillains.
Yup.
Okay, Vegas are all tag teams. I see where this is going.
Yeah.
This isn't a wasted NXT tag team.
Yeah, it's
I
fine.
mean,
That
it
they're
was
NXT
50-50,
talents.
but
They fall
Yeah.
under the
they
criteria
were barely
of NXT
used.
talent. So.
Yeah. All right, number 2, Keith Lee.
Ah, there you go. Finally, a singles wrestler.
There you go.
But no, yeah, it's
Dude.
already been said. Like the confrontation at Brock Lesnar and the Royal Rumble was brilliant, but the rest of his run, getting given the Bearcat name and all the rest of it, was just very bad.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. All right, and my number 1, which is the same one as Rahul, Bo Dallas.
Believe.
Yeah.
All you gotta do
Yeah, again, we've
is
already mentioned what happened.
Boldy. Get the
with
fuck
that.
out of here, dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I just don't. Oh, Dallas, why you gotta be so fucking trash? Like, come on.
I mean, they were doing something with Uncle Howdy right now, but now that
And now R.I.P. Bray Wyatt happens. They're not. I don't think they've got anything in for Uncle Howdy now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
yeah,
whole
probably.
status of Uncle Howdy is currently unknown at this time, but because apparently they were going to talk about continuing everything Bray Wyatt was doing with him, but it would probably be a lot more sinister because Uncle Howdy seemed like the darker character of the two.
Yeah.
So,
Let's see what happens. There are
But the
some honorable
moral-
mentions. There
honorable
are some
mention.
honorable mentions I want to mention.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
All right.
Tyler Breeze.
Ah!
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Fair
yeah,
enough, I agree with that.
yeah.
I
You're not
mean-
gonna lie. I was gonna put him on the list, but I thought he was pretty he was pretty entertaining with the Breezango.
I like that. I really like that. They had so much potential.
Potential,
As
man.
Breezango.
Just,
And Breezango was very entertaining, but they barely did anything.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I think the moral of the story is that around the time if you were going to get called up at NXT and Vince was in charge, you were just automatically fucked.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Like
there's
Triple
one
H.
more. There's one more honorable
Triple
mention.
Mhm.
That
Mhm.
is Neville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
The only reason I didn't really put him down is because, like, when he turned heel and became the king of the cruiserweights, I thought that stuff was kind of good. But
I think that was like the only good
Just
thing he did in the
before
main roster.
Before that, he should have that WWE Championship match he had with Seth Rollins on that episode of Raw. Oh my god!
I thought for sure he was gonna win there. Like, man.
Everyone did. Everyone did. Just a simple roll up. He was 0.01 seconds away from winning the championship. I think Seth forgot to kick him up there.
Yeah.
Titus to
At least
2.9.
that's what he wants us to believe. He
It was
was
a Titus
so close.
Yeah.
Why did Vince not take
That
note?
could have been a big moment if he did win.
Yeah.
Because he was
Yeah.
supposed to face Brock Lesnar payback the following week.
Also,
Could have been
also,
Neville.
also, not gonna lie. Isn't Carmella still on the list? Still active on the roster?
Yeah, she's pregnant though.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn, man. Oh, damn. Because like,
I wouldn't
She's
say
taking time
I
off
wouldn't
for now
say
due
she's
to the
been.
pregnancy.
I wouldn't say she's been wasted though. Honestly.
okay.
She was
No.
the first
I mean,
ever to
she-
miss Money in the Bank. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
She won it twice.
True.
First
No,
one,
she
she
won
won
it
James
once.
Ellsworth.
She won it once. James Ellsworth doesn't.
I think she
Yeah.
was a former women's champion as well. So
Yeah.
but at the same time, her reign was not but the best. Again, that's not really her fault.
Nah,
But her character work
it's-
was always good. So.
It wasn't that
Yeah.
memorable.
But yeah, as I said, the moral of all this is that if you came up from NXT during that period between 2015 to 2014, I guess you count Bo Dallas and whatever.
Yeah.
2015 to 2022, you were just automatically fucked. Okay. But luckily for Triple H, he seems to be bringing that back around. Like, he obviously had a lot to do with some of these people. He's making some of them recover quite well. I think the newer talent who will come up will get a better chance to show what they can do. So,
For sure.
and for us, that's going to wrap up this video. I think we've said all we need to say.
I think
That
so,
was
yeah.
everybody's top fives.
Yeah.
Tune in tomorrow for WWE Crown Jewel predictions, where everybody, that's right, everybody,
Apart
be
from
there.
me.
apart from Rahul, because he's going home. Yes. So
Yes.
we're going live with Crown Jewel predictions on tomorrow, probably the regular scheduled time, if I'm right in saying, Peyton.
I believe so, yeah.
Got
I
8
wouldn't
matches
make
to
it in
predict,
time
everybody.
because I work until 7 tomorrow.
We'll
Okay.
start with
Yeah,
next
right,
time.
you do.
We'll have to start later.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Start
that's
later
fine.
then for you
We'll
then,
see.
yeah.
We'll play. We'll discuss it in
Yeah.
a little bit.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Please tune into the podcast tomorrow. But for now, see you later.
Bye bye.
Wrestle Arc
Yeah.
out.
Bye.
Yeet.
Yay!
Yay!